In a small, sun-scorched village surrounded by dusty hills, there lived a poor farmer named Is. His fields were barren, and his hut barely held against the harsh winds. Is toiled from dawn to dusk, planting crops that withered before they could yield anything. His neighbors often pitied him, while some mocked his relentless attempts to farm the unforgiving soil. Yet, Is was a man of hope, holding on to the dream that one day, fortune would smile upon him. One fateful morning, while Is was digging a deep hole to search for water, his shovel struck something hard beneath the surface. At first, he thought it was just a stubborn rock. But as he dug deeper, a strange, dark liquid began to seep from the ground. Alarmed and confused, Is watched as the black substance oozed out, staining the soil. He had no idea what it was, but the pungent smell told him this was no ordinary find. Unsure of what to do, he quickly fetched the village elder, hoping for some guidance. The village elder arrived, hobbling with his cane, followed by a curious crowd of villagers. When the elder saw the dark liquid, his eyes widened with astonishment. He dipped his fingers into the substance, rubbed it between his fingers, and then sniffed it. "This is oil," he exclaimed, his voice trembling with excitement. The crowd gasped in unison. "Is," the elder continued, "you've discovered something more valuable than gold. This is crude oil, and it could change your life forever." The villagers began to murmur, some with envy and others with excitement, as Is stood there, still trying to process the magnitude of what he had unearthed. Word of Is's discovery spread like wildfire beyond the village, reaching the ears of city officials and oil company representatives. Within days, shiny black cars and trucks rumbled into the village, kicking up clouds of dust. Men in suits, carrying briefcases and wearing polished shoes, approached Is with offers that dazzled and overwhelmed him. They promised wealth in exchange for rights to extract the crude oil. Is, with the help of the village elder, carefully negotiated a fair deal, ensuring he would retain a portion of the profits. It was the first time Is felt the tides of fortune turning in his favor. As the oil extraction began, Is's life transformed. The once barren farmland became a bustling hub of activity, with towering rigs and machinery pumping the crude oil from deep within the earth. Is's small, dilapidated hut was replaced by a sturdy brick house, painted a bright shade of white, with a tin roof that gleamed under the sun. He no longer wore tattered clothes but dressed in fine garments that fit his new status. Is used his newfound wealth to improve the village, building a school, digging a well for clean water, and providing opportunities for others to prosper alongside him. The man who had once been mocked for his struggles now stood as a symbol of hope and inspiration. Despite his newfound wealth, Is never forgot his humble beginnings. He remained a kind and generous man, always willing to lend a helping hand to those in need. He established a fund to support struggling farmers, ensuring they wouldn't face the same hardships he once endured. Is also hosted community feasts, where he shared his joy and prosperity with everyone in the village. As the years passed, his story became a legend, teaching future generations the importance of perseverance, humility, and using blessings to uplift others. Is's farmland, once barren and hopeless, was now a symbol of transformation and possibility. As Is grew older, he often sat under the great baobab tree near his home, gazing at the land that had once been his greatest challenge and was now his greatest blessing. He would tell his grandchildren stories of how perseverance and faith had guided him through the darkest times. "Never give up, no matter how hard life gets," he would say, his voice full of wisdom. Sometimes, the very ground beneath your feet holds treasures you cannot see. The village thrived, forever transformed by Is's discovery, and his legacy as the wretched farmer who became a hero of prosperity lived on. Years after Is's passing, his name remained etched in the hearts of the villagers and beyond. His story was told far and wide, inspiring countless others to persist in their struggles and to dream beyond their circumstances. A statue of Is was erected in the village square, depicting him holding a shovel in one hand and a vessel of oil in the other, a reminder of his humble beginnings and the discovery that brought prosperity. Travelers came from distant lands to see the village and hear the tale of the farmer whose life was changed by faith, hard work, and a bit of destiny. In the decades that followed, Isa's story became a source of pride and inspiration for the entire region. The village grew into a thriving town, complete with modern amenities, schools, and health centers, all funded by the oil wealth Isa had shared so generously. The once barren farmland was no longer just a site of extraction but a place where hope was cultivated and dreams were realized. Isa's descendants continued his legacy of kindness and progress, ensuring that his vision for a better life for all remained alive. The world would forever remember him as the wretched farmer who turned a desolate patch of earth into a beacon of hope for generations to come. And so, the story of Isa, the wretched farmer who became rich when he discovered crude oil on his farmland, lives on. It reminds us that sometimes, the most unexpected blessings come from the most unlikely places. Isa's journey from hardship to prosperity teaches us the power of resilience, the importance of never losing hope, and the belief that, no matter how difficult life may seem, it is possible to change one's destiny. His tale serves as a timeless reminder that even in the deepest struggles, there is the potential for greatness, and that with perseverance, anything is possible. The legacy of Isa's discovery didn't just change his village, but also sparked a movement across the country. People in other regions, once discouraged by their own barren lands, began to believe in the potential beneath their feet. The story of the wretched farmer who found oil taught them that sometimes, the key to success is hidden deep within the challenges they face. Governments and organizations soon began investing in new technologies and exploring underutilized land, and the country saw an unprecedented economic boom. Isa's story, though deeply rooted in one village, became a symbol of national hope, transforming an entire nation's outlook on life and progress. Isa's story was not just about oil and wealth, it was about the heart of a man who remained humble despite his riches. His legacy went beyond the material wealth he accumulated. Isa instilled in everyone he encountered the values of kindness, community, and the importance of giving back. The people of his village, and indeed the entire nation, learned that true wealth is not just measured by money but by the positive impact one has on the lives of others. And as the years passed, the people continued to honor Isa's memory, not just as the farmer who found oil, but as the hero who brought light to a world that had once seemed so dark. As the years turned into decades, the village continued to prosper, but Isa's influence remained as strong as ever. His grandchildren and great-grandchildren carried on his work, ensuring that the land he had once struggled with continued to flourish. The town, once an isolated and barren place, was now a beacon of progress and unity, drawing visitors from all over the world. Each person who arrived had the tale of Isa, and each left with a renewed sense of purpose and hope. Isa's life was a testament to the idea that, sometimes, the hardest struggles lead to the greatest triumphs, and that a single act of discovery can change the world. And so, the story of Isa the wretched farmer became a timeless tale, passed down through generations. It wasn't just a story of riches, but of the resilience of the human spirit, the power of belief, and the profound impact one individual can have on the world. Isa's life proved that even when life seems bleak and the future uncertain, perseverance, faith, and kindness can turn a story of struggle into one of hope and transformation. His journey from the depths of poverty to unimaginable wealth serves as a reminder that with determination, anything is possible, no matter where you start. As the sun set on the village each evening, casting long shadows over the fields that had once been barren, the story of Isa lived on in the hearts of all who had been touched by his journey. From the village elders to the youngest children, Isa's tale became a guiding light, showing them that no matter how impossible the road may seem, every challenge holds the potential for greatness. And as the village continued to thrive, with new generations rising to meet their own challenges, they did so knowing that, like Isa, they too could transform their own wretched beginnings into stories of triumph, simply by believing that anything is possible. Isa's story is a powerful reminder that no matter how dire our circumstances may seem, there is always potential for transformation. His journey from hardship to prosperity teaches us that with hope, hard work, and the willingness to embrace the unexpected, we can all change the course of our lives. The legacy of the wretched farmer who discovered oil on his land is not just about wealth, but about the strength of the human spirit to overcome adversity. And as his story continues to inspire, it shows us that no matter where we start, our destiny is never written in stone, it is ours to shape. If you've been inspired by the incredible story of Is, the wretched farmer who became rich when he discovered crude oil on his farmland, then you'll love the content on our channel. Our stories are rooted in the power of resilience, hope, and transformation, featuring rich tales that will leave you thinking long after the video ends. From African folktales to timeless life lessons, our channel brings you stories that inspire, challenge, and uplift. Subscribe now and join our community of dreamers and storytellers, where every tale is an invitation to believe in the impossible.